Hey everyone, my name is Kelly. Welcome to Yoga with the Beverly Public Library. I'm happy to have you practicing with me today. We're going to be doing a Vinyasa Yoga class. So Vinyasa Yoga is a type of yoga where you move with the breath. So we'll start out with a little breathing, and then we'll get into the flow, and at the end we'll do a little stretching. So to start, you can go ahead and just find a comfortable seat any way that you want. So you can sit on a chair, you can sit with your legs crossed on the ground, maybe sit on some blocks or a pillow. And if you do have blocks or a stack of books you can use, you can grab that because we'll be using them. And if you have a strap, that would be helpful, or a towel, you could use that. Those will be helpful a little later. So go ahead and get comfortable. Find a seat where you can have your spine nice and long. And we'll go ahead, let's relax the shoulders. So inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears and drop them down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Okay. And see if there's anywhere else you can relax your body. Maybe take a few movements with your neck. We can take some neck circles, half circles. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder, chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder. Do that a few times. And come back to center. Relax your hands on your lap. And we'll start to bring our attention to our breath. I'm going to teach you Ujjayi Breath. It's used a lot in Vinyasa Yoga. And feel free, if you're not comfortable with that, to just continue breathing like you normally do. But Ujai breath, also known as the victorious breath, it is a type of audible breathing. So what you do, you inhale through your nose and you exhale through your nose. But when you exhale, it's loud. It's the way to practice is it's almost like you're fogging a mirror. So we can go ahead and practice that first. So inhale through your nose. We'll keep the mouth open on the exhale like we're fogging a mirror. Do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth like you're fogging a mirror. And then we'll try that exhale, keeping your mouth closed. So inhale through the nose. Mouth closed, but do the similar breathing like you're fogging the mirror. Yeah, and so it's almost like constricting the back of your throat slightly. So we'll do that a few more times. Just notice how you feel when you're doing that. So breathe in through your nose. Pause at the top. Exhale. Pause at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do this 3 more times. Breath in. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you breathe in, bring the air deep in your belly. Exhale, let it out. I like to start yoga with a few breaths, intentional breaths like that, just to get me from whatever I was doing before this to this space of yoga. So go ahead and remove your blocks. If you're sitting on any, we're going to come to tabletop. So bring your knees as wide as your hips. Your hands also the same width. Spread your fingertips wide. We want a nice straight line with the spine. You can have your toes tucked under and have your shoulders right over your wrists. We'll start with some cat and cows. So as you breathe in, draw up your belly, bring your heart up. And exhale, curl your spine up, look down through your legs. Inhale, drop belly for cow, and exhale, cat, arch your spine. Move a few more times, inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. And you can start to invite in some other organic movement if that feels right. Maybe side to side with your hips, or taking big hip circles, breathing in as you come up, out as you go back, and switching directions. Come back to a neutral spine. Bring your right foot back, keeping your toes tucked for a nice stretch in your right calf. And then bring your right toes to the left back corner of the mat. So you're almost crossing your legs. And then you can look over your left shoulder. So you're almost making a C shape with your spine. We're really lengthening your right side body. So as you breathe in, notice your right rib cage expanding. And then come back with your foot behind you. We'll work on the core. So lift your left arm up like you're going to shake somebody's hand nice and long in front of you. You might feel the core, the belly muscles engaged here. Or if you want a little more, you can try lifting your toes up slightly. Or for even more, bring your whole leg up in one straight line. So you want a line from your left fingertips all the way to your right toes. Flex your back foot and breathe here. One more breath, really lengthen, reach forward, reach back. And exhale, lower down, maybe shake your hips. We'll do it on the other side. So bring your left toes back, find some length in the calf. And bring your left toes over to the right back corner of the mat. You can look over your right shoulder towards your left toes with a nice C shape in your spine. And this time breathe deeply, feeling your left side body expand. And come back to your left toes directly behind you. We'll work on the core again. So reach your right arm forward. Find those belly muscles working. You can start to lift your toes up maybe. Or lift your whole back leg up, coming in one straight line from your right fingertips all the way to your left toe. Breathing here, really squeezing the left leg, the thigh, the calf, the foot. one more breath. Really reach your hand forward, your foot back. And exhale, drop down, shake your hips. We'll do a little more core engagement. So in your tabletop, we're just going to keep pressing into our hands and our toes. So tuck your toes and then lift your knees up about 1 inch. You should feel your belly muscles engaged. And let them come down. You can walk your hands about a few inches in front of you. We'll do that one more time. Lift your knees up. Feel your belly engaged. And this time, lift your hips all the way up. Keep a nice bend in your knees. Downward facing dog. In your down dog, bring your shoulders down away from your spine, or down your spine, away from your ears. Have your fingertips spread wide, knees nice and bent. Start to take deep, long breaths in your downward facing dog. Maybe walk your dog, bend one knee and then the other, pedal out your feet. Let your right leg float up behind you for three-legged dog. Inhale, reach a little higher. On your exhale, step your right foot forward. You can drop your back knee. You can grab blocks here. Might be helpful. And if your back knee is uncomfortable, you can always put a pillow or a blanket under that. So either your hands can be on the mat or on blocks or whatever you have. And we'll start to pulse a few times. So breathe in, lift your chest up, bend into your front knee. And exhale, straighten your front knee and bow forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, chest rises. Exhale, straighten knee. A few more times. Move at your own pace, moving with your breath. Starting to warm up the back of the leg muscles, the hamstring, the calf, working the hips a little bit. And then pause next time. You're up, bending in your front knee. We'll take a lizard lunge. So you can move your blocks to the side for a moment. What you're going to do, you can heel toe your right foot to the edge of the mat. Bring both hands inside of your foot. Maybe have your hands on blocks here. You're going to feel a stretch on the inner hip of your right leg. If you want a little deeper, you might let your knee come out a little, lifting the inside of your right foot. So stay there. You can bring your blocks, or you can come down a little deeper to your forearms. You can even use your right hand to push your right knee away if you need a deeper stretch. We all have different needs in our body, so just feel what you need. Maybe just staying up and just having your foot to the side is enough, and that's okay. From here, you can also incorporate a quad stretch. So if you're comfortable like this, having hands down to the mat or block, you can lift your left foot up, maybe reach back. You could even use a towel or a strap. Again, just notice if there's any pain. If there's any pain, just ease off. So just stay where you are for a few more breaths. Release the foot if you had it. Bring your right foot back to the middle of the mat. Frame your front foot. Maybe grab your blocks. we'll step back into downward facing dog. And we'll take it all on the other side. So let your left leg float up behind you for three-legged dog. Inhale a little higher. And exhale, step your left foot forward, drop your back knee. Maybe grab blocks. And have your knee right over your ankle or slightly before it. We just don't want our knee coming too far forward. So take a breath in, let your chest rise. And exhale, straighten your front knee, bow forward. And when I say straighten, I don't mean all the way. Just straighten it a little bit, keeping a little bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Moving at your own pace, matching your breath with the movements. Maybe inviting in that Ujjayi breath, the loud breath. One more time. And meet back with your knee bent. And we'll come to that lizard lunge. So you're going to either keep your hands on blocks or come down to the mat and heel toe your right foot or your left foot to the left side of the mat. You might let your inner left foot come open. This might be enough for you to feel it. You might use your left hand to push your left knee away or come down to forearms. See what your body needs. It might feel different on this side than the right side. And again, you can try that quad stretch. So if you want to try that, if you're comfortable, you can start to bend into your right knee, twist over, reaching with your left hand to your right foot. So there's a lot of variations here. The key is just to feel what feels good, do what feels good, and find an opening in your hips. So release your hand if you had it. Start to bring your left foot back to center. We're in our runner's lunge. And step back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, fill your belly with air. Open your mouth loud, exhale. Slowly walk to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Your hands might reach the mat, your shins, blocks. Keep a nice bend in your knees. Grab opposite elbows. You can rock gently side to side for ragdoll. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Release some tension in your neck. And then release your hands. Keep a nice bend in your knees and slowly rise up to stand. Coming to Tadasana, our mountain pose. Palms face forward, feet hips distance apart, toes facing forward, shoulders relaxed. So now is when I usually start flowing with Sun Salutation A's, Sun Salutation B's, but today we're going to do Moon Salutation. It's great, especially when the summer is coming, to do Moon Salutations because they're cooling. They're work. They're definitely some hard work, but it's a different flow of energy. We have Sun Salutations full of fire, heat. Moon Salutations are really aimed to be more calming. So we'll go ahead and do that. So you can start actually like I am, standing in the middle of your mat. What we're gonna do, reach up, breathe in. I'm gonna interlace my hands. I know you can't see that. Bring your fingers together. And we'll do some side bends. So start, reach to your right, just as far as you can go. Make sure you're not arching your spine like this. You want to stand nice and tall. Breathe into your left side body. Inhale up, reach high, and then exhale, come to the other side. Again, just moving as far as you can without compensating your back. Breathe into your right side body. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, step your feet wide with your toes pointing out for goddess pose. Bring your arms up and check in. You want your knees just above your ankles. Sink down a little into your squat. We'll stay in goddess for a few breaths. We'll do some heart opening. So breathe in, look up, your elbows might come back. And exhale, elbows together. Inhale, open. Exhale together. One more. Breathe your heart open. Exhale together. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs, star pose. And in star pose, really feel expansive. Take up as much space as you can. Breathe deep here. Inhale, reach. And grab blocks if you have them. Bring them to the right side of your mat, probably the back side of your mat. We're going to come into our triangle pose. So let's start at warrior 2. Inhale your arms wide. Your foot, your back foot, your left foot, parallel to the back of your mat. Bend into your right knee, having your knee almost over your ankle. And we'll come into triangle. So straighten your front knee, reach your right arm forward, and then down. You might come to your shin, maybe a block here, or maybe all the way down to your mat. Reach your left arm high towards the sky and engage those belly muscles here. And if they're not already working hard enough, we'll engage them a little more. So lift up about 3 inches. You'll really start to feel it working. And then 3 inches down. 3 inches up and 3 inches down. One more, 3 inches up and back down. Pyramid pose. Step your back foot in a little, so your hips are facing towards the back side of the mat. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, bow forward, coming to the mat or blocks. You want your back toes facing the same direction as your front toes. We'll find a nice stretch in the hamstring in pyramid pose. So you want to straighten your front knee, leaving a small bend. And make your way into a lunge. So bring your back foot back, coming into that runner lunge. And then we'll come to Skandasana. So start to walk your hands towards your left foot, bend into your left knee, straighten your right leg. And we'll go back and forth a few times. You can challenge yourself here by bringing your hands up and just bending in one knee and then the other. And then come to a lunge with your left foot in front. Oh, and grab your blocks. Bring them to the left side. So in our lunge, and then step your back foot a little in. So we're coming to pyramid pose. So your hips are squared to the other side of the mat. Your left knee slightly bent, but mostly straightened. Grabbing blocks or coming down to the mat. Pyramid pose. Letting your upper body melt down. Feeling a stretch in the back of your left leg. And keeping a nice little bend in your back leg as well. We'll come into triangle. We'll start at warrior 2 first. So heel toe your right foot back. Warrior 2. Bend in your front knee. Straighten your back knee. Gaze over your front middle finger. And then triangle. Straighten your front knee. Reach forward and then down. Either to the block, mat. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Engage those belly muscles. Lift 3 inches up. We're engaging the core. And 3 inches down. 3 inches up and down. One more, 3 inches up. And then come all the way up. Come back to your star pose. So expand. Straighten both your knees. Straighten your arms. Maybe look up. And sink into your goddess. So squat down. Arms bent. Cactus arms. And let's breathe. Let's move with the breath here in goddess. So inhale, look towards your right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Keeping your knees bent. Inhale, right. Loud exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. One more. Right, breathe in. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, reach high, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. And that is the moon salutation. Let's go through the moon salutation one more time, and we'll really work on flowing with the breathing. I know we did a little fancy things last time. So bring your blocks to the right side. And we'll start by taking those side bends. So inhale, reach high, interlace your fingers. And then exhale, bend to the right side. Inhale up. Exhale, left. Goddess pose. Bring your legs wide, toes point out. Breathe in. And exhale, lower. Star pose. Inhale, expand wide. And exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, triangle. Come down. Inhale, reach high. Step your back foot in slightly. Pyramid pose. Bow forward. Move the blocks. Come down to your lunge. Breathe in, lift your heart. And exhale, Skandasana. Drop your left foot and start to walk towards the left side. Breathing when you move. Walk back one more time. And grab your blocks to the other side of the mat. Lunge on the left side. We'll take pyramid pose, so step your right foot in slightly. Fold over your front foot. Hips square. And come come to your warrior two. Heel toe your back foot. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten. And come down. Triangle. Inhale, rise up. Star pose. Toes point out. And exhale, goddess, drop down. Inhale, feet come together. Raise your arms high, breathe in. And exhale, hands to heart center. There we go, moon salutation with the breath. So we're gonna go ahead, let's come to child's pose. So bring your knees wide, sink your hips back. Another option for child's pose is bringing your knees together and letting your arms come alongside you. Maybe putting a block under your forehead. This is just another option. Notice your breath, notice your heartbeat, how your body feels right now. And then make your way back up. Let's come into downward facing dog. Nice bend in your knees, long spine. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Walk or step to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow forward. We'll come into chair pose. So as you breathe in, sink your hips back. Let your arms rise up next to your ears. Have your feet about hips width distance. And we'll take a twist in our chair pose. So left arm forward, right arm back. So you can stay here, or for more of a twist, hands to heart center. Hook your left elbow over your right knee. And we're going to step the left leg back. So whether your hands are together or just in a twist, we're going to do that. So left foot comes back. Now we're in the twisted lunge. Inhale your arms up, crescent lunge. And we're gonna step up with the left foot. Bring your left knee up towards your level with your hips. And we'll take warrior three. Kick your left leg back. If you have a wall, you can grab onto the wall. You can bring hands down to blocks or hands to heart center. Squeezing your left leg. And then come back down. Shake out your legs. And we'll take it on the other side. I'm going to twist so you can see me, but stay facing the same way, okay? So, inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, hands down, step back, downward facing dog. A few breaths in your down dog. One more deep belly breath. Open mouth, exhale. Walk or step to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Chair pose, Katasana. Sink your hips back. Raise your arms up by your ears. Maybe invite those Ujjayi breaths here to help you stay a little longer in the pose than you might think. And we'll take a twist, so right arm forward, left arm back this time. Or go deeper, hands together, right elbow over left thigh. And then we're going to step the right leg back. So So pour the weight into your left leg, and we'll come into that twisted lunge. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. And we're going to pour the weight into our left foot again and step up. Bring your right knee up, level with your hips. Breathe here. And warrior three, kick your right leg back. Reach your arms forward or down to the mat or blocks. Squeeze your right leg. And release down, shake out your legs. We'll do a little more balancing. So we're going to take eagle. I'll do the right side first. So in standing, going to cross your right leg over, reach your arms out, right arm under. You can twist your arms together like this, or you can just give yourself a nice hug. So do whatever feels good for you. And you can either keep your right foot kickstanding over your left foot, or you can bring your knee over. We just want to keep our knees happy and our hips nice and square to the front. And a little stability. So wherever you are, sink a little deeper into your eagle. Find somewhere in front of you not moving to keep your gaze. Keep your arms together, but slowly unwind your legs, step back. We're going back into that lunge. Keep eagle arms or hugged arms. Breathe in, look up, and exhale, warrior two. So drop your back heels parallel with the back of the mat, arms spread wide. We'll take side angle. So bring your left elbow to your left thigh, reach your right arm up and over. Your left hand can come down to the mat or block. Feel a nice line of energy from your back toes all the way to your right fingertips. Slowly come back up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, reach forward, up and back. Breathe in, keep the bend in your front knee. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Take a vinyasa like we've done before, or just step back into downward facing dog. And we'll take it on the other side. I'll switch directions so you can see. So we're gonna make our way up to standing. Deep breath in through the mouth. Open mouth, exhale, walk or step to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll come into eagle, this time with the left foot over. Let's bring your left foot over. Reach your arms forward and your left arm comes under this time. So you can either interlace your hands, the back of the hands, palms, or just give yourself a hug. And with the feet, kickstand, keeping your toes on the mat, or bringing your knee up so your left toes are lifted. Again, find somewhere in front of you, not moving, to keep your gaze. Lift your elbows up, sink a little deeper into your eagle. Slowly unwind your left foot, keeping your arms together, and step back into your lunge. Look up, maybe slight back bend. And unwind the arms, drop your back heel, warrior two. Adjust your legs. You want your right knee bending, bend into your right knee. Have it right over the ankle. Reverse your warrior, reach forward, up and back. Breathe in, keep your knee bent in front. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step back, down dog, or take a vinyasa. Now come back this way. Bring your knees down. We're gonna come all the way down to the belly. Come all the way down. Once you get there, you can release your toes and bring one cheek to the mat. Your arms can be either next to your head or alongside you, whatever is comfortable. You can switch cheeks, so bring the opposite cheek down, look the other way. And come back to center. We'll work the back muscles now. So what you're gonna do is you can bring your arms next to you, next to your chest. You're gonna point your toes and lift your back legs up off the mat. You might use your arms to lift up, but see if you can lift your arms up too, or your hands up. You can use them for support to help you lift a little higher. But just gaze at the front of your mat. You want to keep your neck nice and aligned. Don't lift it up like that, or don't curl it in. Keep it nice and aligned. See if you can lift your thighs up a little more. Your chest might lift a little more. Breathe in and exhale, release down. Maybe rock your knees side to side. Bring one cheek down. And we'll take that again. Or if you want to take full locust, you can grab your ankles and do the same thing. You're going to lift your chest up, thighs up, or do what we did last time. Just peeling up off the mat, engaging those posterior chain muscles. Maybe invite your Ujjayi breath here. One more breath, lift a little higher, and exhale, release down. Maybe rock your knees, your legs side to side. And then make your way to your back. And if you have a strap or a towel, you can grab that. You just have it handy next to you. And on your back, take a nice long stretch, reach your arms up and over. Point your toes. And hug your knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side gently, massaging your lower back. And then grab the strap. We're going to hook it around the middle of the bottom of your right foot. And you're going to let your left leg come long, straighten your right leg. You want to keep it nice and straight, pull into the strap, and see how far you can bring it up, finding that nice stretch in the hamstring. And notice you want to keep your left leg down. You can keep a micro bend in your right knee, but we want it almost straight. And you might notice the longer you hold the stretch, you might be able to go a little deeper into the stretch. And then bring your right leg out. So you might need to move to make room, but bring it out to the side. See how far you can hold it out. We'll hold it there. Notice if you can stretch it a little deeper after a few seconds. And then take the strap out. I'm just going to switch sides so you can see. So I have room. Straighten your right leg down to the mat and then wrap the strap around the bottom of your left foot. And work on straightening your left knee, maybe keeping a slight bend. Feel the nice stretch in your left hamstring, in your left calf. Take nice, slow, long, deep breaths. See if you can pull a little more. Again, within the limits of pain. It should never be painful. And then you can bring your left leg out to the side. You might need to move for some room. Let's see how far it can go. Maybe bring it down to the floor and then try to bring it up. Using the strap to pull a little deeper. And then come back to center. I'm just going to turn around for you. You can rock your knees gently side to side. We'll take figure 4 stretch. So bring your right ankle over your left knee. You might feel the stretch here and definitely stay there. If you want more, lift your left foot up, interlace your hands behind your left thigh. You might start to close your eyes as we come near to the end of the practice. Again, you might notice if you can pull a little deeper into the stretch. Usually the muscles start to relax the longer you hold it. I like to hold all my stretches for at least 30 seconds. That's the physiological amount of time it takes to allow the muscle to really relax. We'll switch legs. So bend your right knee, left ankle over your right knee. See where you need to go to feel the stretch. You might stay here or interlace behind the right thigh. You might even use a wall. You can put your right foot against a wall and use it to push deeper into the stretch. Keep your left toes flexed. Keep both toes or both feet flexed. Slowly release. Maybe windshield your knees side to side. We'll take supine twist. So lift your hips up to the left side of the mat. Your knees drop down to the right. Maybe put a block or a pillow between your knees. Let your arms come out to a T. And your gaze can follow your left side to really get into the whole twisting of the spine. At this point in the practice, I like to close the eyes, shut off lights, close curtains, to really get into the mood of rest. And doing these things, keeping curtains closed, lights closed, it can definitely help when it's really hot outside as well. knees back up through center. And lift your hips up to the right side of the mat. Let knees drop to the left. Reach your arms out to a T, and your gaze can follow your right arm this time. Come back through center. Take any last pose before the final resting pose. Maybe take happy baby. Bend your knees, reach towards your feet. Or take an inversion, legs up the wall. Or just feet above your head. Take anything else your body craves. And when you're ready, make your way lying down, arms long beside you. You might bring a pillow under your knees. And if you have any low back pain and you don't have a pillow, you can always bring your knees together, your feet on the sides of the mat. That can definitely help, because you want to be as comfortable as you can here. Feel your body touching the mat. Wiggle your jaw side to side. Rock your head gently side to side. Massage the back of your head. You might close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Breathe it all out. Shavasana. And I will leave you here, resting in your Shavasana. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope everybody stays safe and healthy and stays cool. May your days be filled with moments of peace, stillness, and ease. Bow to you. Namaste. Definitely stay in Shavasana for 5 to 10 more minutes. As long as you can, really get that rest you need. Thank you.